Hey, welcome back to our wild ocean adventure. Today, we're taking you fishing, even if we don't catch a thing, but promises of endless laughter. Despite these guys being a bit out of touch, their feelings remain intact. They drop their fishing rods and rush to the front of the boat to see what's cooking. Mr. Wick, noticing nobody stirring the boat, hops down to check it out. Meanwhile, with no captain on deck, Murphy starts to feel a bit dizzy. Just as he's about to take the wheel, a fish decides to crash the party, biting the bait. Excited, he runs forward, while chaos reigns in the boat. Despite the chaos, they're having a blast like never before. Finally, amidst the noise, their maritime adventure ends as they sail back to the dock. The cops and the docs from the psychiatric hospital have been waiting on shore. Unfortunately for them, thanks to these guys' mental states, the police can't do a thing. Truth is, Murphy came here to dodge hard labor in prison, and the staff knows he's putting on an act, but the deputy mayor hopes to keep him around. He thinks sending Murphy back to prison is just a different way of avoiding responsibility. The drama isn't over yet, while Murph is joining the patients for a little basketball. These patients have zero team spirit. The aides are playing them like yarn bowls until Murphy brings in a team captain, and things start to change. Then he struts over to a couple of hoops, casually swats the aide's balls away, then strolls over to catch Murphy's pass and scores effortlessly a true performance. The team's outcry turns the game around, and all the patients jeer. In this moment, it seems like he's found a piece of his old self. Near the pool, an aide starts poking fun at Murphy with a stick. He snatches it away, then hands it back with a cheeky threat. "You're so old, you're about to get your stick stolen. 68 days, bro, 68 days, and you're still whining about it. In the joint, you gotta stick with us until we bounce." In that moment, Murphy finally feels the gravity of the situation. The next day, at a discussion meeting, he asks the head nurse why he needs their approval to leave. The head nurse doesn't answer directly and instead asks the patients to tell him. One patient says, in from the outside, "I don't need their permission. I can go home anytime." "You can go home anytime." Isn't that a bit of an accusation? He's just telling you the truth. This revelation feels like a ball from the blue for Murphy. He can't believe it. So he asks more patients, and they all say they came involuntarily. "It's a tough task, you have to make a commitment," he says with a helpless tone. "How on earth are you here? You should be in a car, or enjoy some fried chicken over there. This is just crazy. What's so funny about it? This is insane. You folks just don't get it. You're reinforcing this crazy environment. This is just mad. What in the world are you doing? You're not crazy. You're just ordinary jerks wandering down the street. This is nuts. I don't buy any of it." Mr. Wick naturally raised the issue of cigarette distribution, but the head nurse kept interrupting, especially since Murphy started betting upon arrival. Wick, who can't get any cigarettes, loses it and nearly breaks down. He shouts, "Just sit down already. I want you to understand, I'm just a kid here. I'm simply a kid. You'd better bring me the cigarettes, just as if you were carrying a hot cake. Subtitles. I hope I can figure out a few things. Sit down and listen to me." "No, you can't do that." Maybe Murphy feels a bit guilty, so he smashes a glass at the nurse station and hands the cigarettes to Wick, trying to calm him down a bit. But the aides come along and end up roughing Murphy up before he can even think of fighting back. He gets pinned down, and the chief sees this and rushes in to hug the aide. Things spiral into chaos. This isn't the kind of harsh punishment they wanted, and the patients start acting even weirder. The nurse calls Wick to go into the room, but he seems to be terrified of Mike. No one's going to hurt you. Don't worry, it'll be fine. No one's going to hurt you." No. Murphy gives the chief a piece of gum, and guess what? The chief munches on it. "Thank you, Murphy. This is indeed a real surprise. You big idiot. Did you really hear me? Subtitles. I can hear your nose. Oh my goodness. They thought you were already dead." Well, Murphy is pumped and wants to escape with the chief, but just then, Wick gets shoved out through the door, looking constipated and drooling, no less. As Murphy reaches the doorway, he's terrified by the scene and reluctantly walks in. Guided by others, he lies down for electrotherapy as the nurse applies electrode paste. The subtitles read, "The nurse then inserts a protective device into his mouth to prevent him from biting his own tongue, which would be quite a shocking situation, and subsequently places the electrode equipment on his head." As the machine sparks to life, Murphy pretends to go brain dead, but he's actually faking it the whole time. Subtitles that night, taking advantage of the absence of the nurse's aides, Murphy secretly slips over to the nurse's station to call his lover and ask him to get a car and some drinks ready. He tries to rouse the chief to escape with him, but the chief just can't make the leap in his heart. His strong father was used by everyone and met a not-so-sweet ending, which is why he pretends to be foolish all the time. At this point, Murphy's backup arrives, bribing the duty staff with booze and eye candy, bringing his lady to the nurse's station. He grabs the microphone and wakes everyone up as the music kicks off and the party begins. Subtitle, but soon after, Mr. Black shows up, shouting loudly, "What on earth are you doing? You're just destroying your own livelihood," and promptly hurries everyone out the door.